Hi guys, today I'll be talking about a new topic, that is fermentation. Now, first thing I'll discuss about it that these topics are under Unit 1 of Semester 1 core paper of Microbiology CCF syllabus for the UG students. So, the first unit that contains the contributions of all the eminent scientists and microbiologists in microbiology, and on that topic I have already made a video and uploaded in my channel. If you want, you can go and check into my channel. Now the second topic under unit 1, okay, the second topic of unit 1, that is fermentation. Now what is fermentation? Some points you have to learn about it. First one, it's a process of anaerobic metabolism of microbes. Specifically, which kind of a microbes? Yeast, bacteria, mold, etc. So the fermentation process, this process basically it's a process of anaerobic metabolism of yeast, bacteria, mold. Okay, now second point is, what is the purpose of fermentation? Why we should go for fermentation? It generally produces energy or ethanol as energy source, okay, and other byproducts. That is actually fermentation. Not only ethanol, plus also acids, different type of acids. So fermentation is basically started from a substrate, which is basically a carbohydrate, any kind of a sugar. Okay, so in an anaerobic chamber, suppose it's a vessel, anaerobic vessel, no air will be passed inside this vessel. Okay, it's an airtight container. So there is no oxygen, only there is either yeast or bacteria or mold, something like that, are present inside the vessel. Now what is the substrate? Substrate is sugar, means the carbohydrate. This carbohydrate will be converted into either ethanol or acid plus byproducts, carbon dioxides. Okay, so this is the end product, this is the substrate with the help of yeast, bacteria, mold. How? In anaerobic chamber. So different type of metabolic processes, metabolic pathways are going on inside the bacterial cell or yeast cells, through which carbohydrate, which is a starting material or the substrate, will be converted into ethanol or acid plus carbon dioxide and any other kind of a byproducts. Now importance of this fermentation is basically in case of the industry. It's very easy that there are few industries which use this fermentation process. First one is obviously wine, alcohol industry. Okay, alcohol industry. Second is dairy products, specifically curd or yogurts, something like that, that production. Then soy sauce production. Okay, bread industry, bread production. Okay, these are very important industrial techniques which will use fermentation to produce these type of aromatic, flavorful, high shelf life containing products, end products from carbohydrates. Now there are two different type of fermentations. One, that is alcoholic fermentation. As the name indicated by this process, alcoholic fermentation means carbohydrate that will be transformed into alcohol as a final product, plus carbon dioxide also be produced. Okay, so that is alcoholic fermentation, means the fermentation in which bacteria, yeast or mold, they will use their anaerobic metabolism process to utilize that carbohydrate as their substrate and transform it into alcohol and carbon dioxide. So main end product is alcohol. That is why it's alcoholic fermentation. Another one, that is lactic acid fermentation. Okay, now lactic acid fermentation, as it is indicated by its name, that is it will generate acid. Okay, alcoholic fermentation means it will produce alcohol as a major end product. Lactic acid fermentation will produce acid as their main end product. Okay, this type of fermentation usually can be seen in yogurt industry. Okay, or any kind of a acid producing industry, specifically in soy sauce making and all. So these type of industry, they will utilize this lactic acid fermentation technique, and alcoholic industry obviously that will utilize the alcohol production, beverages, all different types of beverage production industry that will use the alcoholic fermentation. Both of them are anaerobic in nature. Okay, so this is the fermentation process. And the microbes means obviously those yeast, bacteria, mold, they are able to grow under anaerobic condition, means in the absence of oxygen they are able to grow, and they will multiply, they will activate their enzymatic metabolic pathways to utilize the carbohydrate as their sole carbon source and a substrate, and that will transform into alcohol or acid along with carbon dioxide and other byproducts. So this is all about the fermentation. Now what is the importance of fermentation? That this type of process usually enriched or enrichment, it will actually help in the enrichment of the final products with the help of nutrients. Okay, so nutrient enrichment, that is also done by fermentation process. Number two, it will obviously increased the shelf life of the product. Okay, so you can see like the wine can never be contaminated with any other kind of a microorganism. So the shelf life of the wine, that is obviously increased or enhanced by the anaerobic microorganisms, which actually uses the sugarcane molasses, that is the carbohydrate source, the carbon source, the substrate of alcohol industry. So nutrient enrichment, shelf life increased, these are the important parameters or the contributions of fermentation that will help to grow up the industries. So for industrial microbiology, or even the contributions of the microorganisms, anaerobic microorganisms in industry, specifically in beverage, bread industry, soy sauce industry, something like that, is very, very important, as you can see in this video. So this is a first topic of unit 1. After the contributions of the scientists, and in my future videos you will also found the other topics in this channel. If you like this tutorial, please like my channel and please subscribe, and if you really liked it, please share with your friends. And on this topic I'll share a short video also in my channel. If you want, you can go and check. Thank you so much. Bye.